Well, if there's one thing the residents of China's capital city have in common, it is a mutual loathing of Beijing traffic. Taxi drivers can often spend hour upon hour sitting at a virtual standstill. But Beijing's taxi drivers are about to be given a pay rise. Zhang Menyuan explains.
High leasing costs and soaring fuel prices. Beijing taxi drivers are having their hardest time. At the same time, passengers complain they can never hail a cab in rush hours. But this may soon become history. Local economic planner, the Beijing Development and Reform Commission, is working on increasing drivers' incomes. The commission is set to increase the flat down fare, which covers 3 kilometers of distance, by 3 yuan. For distance over 3 kilometers, there's an extra 1 yuan as fuel surcharge, which is lower than current levels. A study by the commission shows that 70% of taxi passengers commute longer than 3 kilometers, so the price hike just impacts slightly on most passengers. To encourage taxi drivers to pick up passengers more often during rush hour, the commission may also double the low-speed surcharge when there's too much traffic.
这一次，无论是在租价调整
The new price scheme is preferential to taxi drivers rather than taxi companies. The calling income will go direct into taxi drivers' pockets.
对企业这一块，整个价格
Taxi operation companies are not involved into the income distribution this time. At the same time, the government will supervise more on taxis' leasing fees and related responsibilities. The local government holds a hearing to decide whether to raise each kilometer's taxi fare to 2.3 yuan or 2.6 yuan on May the 23rd. The taxi callings charge is also expected to rise. Zhang Menyuan, CCTV.
While cities around the world are facing similar challenges when it comes to taxi cabs, and they're developing vastly different solutions. In Hong Kong, taxi licenses can be traded among owners. License plate auctions are held, and that's aimed at not issuing too many licenses to any one company. In the Big Apple, the amount of licenses is strictly controlled. The local government issued 12,000 licenses back in 1938, and that amount has never changed until now. The price, though, has changed dramatically, soaring 30,000 times. Incredible. The government brought back all the licenses and now rents them to taxi drivers as a way of reducing drivers' costs. And finally, leasing fees are a non-starter for Tokyo's taxi industry, but with skyrocketing fares and convenient public transport, passengers seldom choose to catch a cab. So much so, taxi turnover is down 20% in the past few years. Well, tough economic times often has given rise to innovative new business operators looking for new opportunities. Increasing numbers of Iranian business operators are finding success in Georgia and leaving a sluggish economy behind.
For many young Iranian entrepreneurs, starting a business in Georgia is becoming a popular option due to a friendly environment.
You need to have a lot of money to establish a business in Iran. Many young people do not have that much money, so some of them go to other countries to try their luck, like here.
The Georgian government has issued supportive regulations for foreign investors, and doing business is easy here. A lot of Iranians consider this country a safe place to invest and start a new business.
But in the view of some other Iranians working in Georgia, their migration is more of a result of the international sanctions on their home country.
The sanctions is forcing Iran's wealth and manpower to spread in neighboring countries. Therefore, companies or big companies they decided to move to third country or second country in order to establish their business there, do their import and export there to avoid maybe in some sense the sanctions.
According to official data, 100,000 Iranians visited Georgia last year. That's a 60% increase from a year ago. 9 CCTV.
And that wraps up this edition of BizAsia on CCTV News. We'll be back at 9 o'clock tonight with all the latest from Europe.